That's the beauty of Cialis and Flomax at the same time, Joseph. It's nothing like peeing through an erection. It just feels good. All right. This next guy coming to the stage, I met him at Dr. Bob's Good Time Treasure meeting. That was being held at Chuck C's house in the Rule 62 house. I think you're... Oh, you heard him there. Big Hanford. Well, not our headliner, but the last guy. Randy Von Felt, everybody. Randy.
All right. Yeah, what a day. This is amazing. I got to tell you, I'm grateful and humbled to be here amongst all these comics. Or at least that's what I'm going to put on my LinkedIn page later on tonight. It's a callback. Can I call back to the first show? Is that allowed? I think so. Yeah, thank you. And Maria was mentioning allergies. You know, I had allergies. I had really bad allergies. And a friend of mine gave me this whole regimen of supplements and vitamins. So I've been taking all this stuff every day. And I got to tell you, so now my urine is like really yellow, right? Looks a little bit like Mountain Dew. Right? It kind of tastes like it too. Come on. Yeah, it's a urine. And Joseph just did the urine joke. I'm sorry. That's two urine in a row. That's a rule in comedy. You don't do that. I think we've kind of become a nation of whiners. Right? A nation of whiners like me. We just whine about everything. In fact, I think it's the one thing we can all agree on. Right? We like to whine. Wee! You hurt my feelings. Wee! I can't carry my gun wherever I want. Or wee! Why can't I get Rockford Files without ads? It's an old man joke. It's an old man joke. Yeah, we got a few people got it. I will say though, I agree with that one. We're trying to watch TV. Right? You turn on, you got your Hulu, your Netflix, and they got these Tubi and Mubi and Pluto. And what the fuck are you going to watch on Crunchyroll? There's something called Crunchyroll. Wee! I can't find anything. And now we have social media, right? So social media means you can bitch about anything, anywhere, at any time. You can just bitch. You can whine. Wee! You can do it from your own home. Or for some of you, that's your mother's basement, right? Well, whatever. You can whine from your mother's basement after she brings you down like a glass of Sunny D. Sunny D. You go, wee! I want a Tang! These jokes go over really well in 1988. I mean, it's good stuff back then. It's good stuff. Thanks. By the way, great work on the punctuation jokes. Those are funny, period. That's stupid. See, I missed that. Funny, period. That's what I said. Can we edit that out? I don't know. So I think we're just like Rome. Remember Rome? Rome was like this vast civilization. And they conquered, they were there on the top, they invented all this stuff. There's this great quote from a fantastic movie. The great quote says, Caesar wept because there were no more worlds to conquer. That great movie, Die Hard. Little Hans Gruber, yeah. Caesar wept, they had everything. They had plumbing, they had aqueducts, right? They had aqueducts, but I'll bet you, there's people out there bitching about it. They're like, hey, this is great. I got a toilet. So now when I go to the bathroom, it flows away from my house and doesn't stay in my house. It flows. But wait, the one-ply Prowler's toilet paper really chafes. It chafes. Wait. And they made roads, right? How great is that? You get from one place to another, it goes fast. People are like, this is fantastic. Now I can go to the Coliseum and it's a straight shot. But wait, every time I'm on the roads, it stinks. Because they hang all the Christians on the cross right next to the road. Wait, it stinks. It's a Christian joke. I hope God is not listening, right? It's like, great, there's roads are great, but all the traffic sucks. Wait. I was just in a 10 chariot pileup. 10 chariot pileup. I was late. It took me like three hours to get to the Coliseum. 3 hours. By the time I got there, my neighbor Phil had already been chowed down by the lions. Phil's an asshole. I wanted to see that. I missed it. Man. They have all this great stuff, and they just get soft. Just get soft. That's like us. And you know what happens is other people see this, right? Other people see it, and like up in Europe, the Visigoths, right? They're like, hey, those Romans are getting soft. They're getting soft. Look, they got toilets. They got toilets. Of course, that papyrus toilet paper probably changed, right? But still, they have toilets. They're soft. Let's get them. And they attacked, right? And then came the Goths. The Goths, from Germany, the Goths came in. They're the mighty warriors, right? With the ear gauges and the shaved eyebrows. They're all wearing the Kier t-shirts, right? On the border. It's Friday and we're in love, baby. Let's go. These people, and then the Vandals, right? The Vandals are like, hey, these people shower every day, or they bathe every day. That's not an empire, that's a spa. Let's get them. So I think a little bit, we're kind of like the Romans. We got everything, right? We've conquered the world. We got all these inventions, all this stuff. It's great. We're just like the Romans, right? We're at the top, except we have better Wi-Fi and podcasts. Podcasts. Yeah, thank you. I don't like them either. You can imagine a podcast in Rome, Cicero on the corner. We're the best. We're the best. Please like and subscribe. That's it. You guys have been great. Thank you for staying so long. We really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Curtis. By the way, everybody calls him our fearless leader. I'll tell you what, Dr. Jeff walks up here. He's got some fear going. I'm just telling you that right now. I know Curtis.
You were over time, Dick. Get out. All right.